Hello friends, how are you? So today we are going to see what adjectives are. So an adjective is a describing word used with a noun or pronoun. It is used to describe a noun or a pronoun and provides more information about them. So we already know what adjectives are. We know that adjectives are used for describing words, for describing noun or pronoun. For example, if I say I have a pink pencil, so here pink is describing the pencil. So pink is an adjective. So now what do we have to do? There are these sentences I have written, and now we will read each sentence and underline the adjective, and then we will discuss about the noun which the adjective is describing. So let us read the sentences first. So the first sentence is Radhika is sitting under the big tree. Radhika is sitting under the big tree. So which is an adjective here? So the adjective here is big. Big. So if this is an adjective, it must be describing a noun or a pronoun. So what is this adjective describing? This big is describing the tree. It's describing tree. So the word big is an adjective and tree is noun. So we will do the similar activity with all the other sentences. Let's read them. So the second sentence is Shanti is wearing a red dress. A red dress. So which is the adjective here? Red is the adjective because it's describing. Which word is this describing? It is describing dress, and dress is a noun because it's a name of a thing. Next we have tiger is a scarier animal than dog. Tiger is a scarier animal than dog. So which word is adjective here? The word that is describing tiger is scarier. Right? So scarier is adjective. Satyam is sitting on the fourth seat. So which seat is Satyam sitting on? Fourth. So fourth is the adjective. Next we have, will you please bring 2 chocolates for me? So how many chocolates did he ask for? They asked for 2 chocolates. So 2 is an adjective and it is describing chocolates. Last is Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. So which word is describing Jupiter? Largest, right? So largest is the adjective here. So we now we know what adjectives are and how we use them. So are we going to do only this? No, we are going to learn something else today. Let us read these 3 sentences and try to figure out which are the adjective in these sentences. So the first sentence is I have a heavy school bag. So this boy is saying that he has a heavy school bag. Next is the stone is heavier than tomatoes. The stone is heavier than tomatoes. So here heavier is describing that heavier is describing stone. Let's move on to the next sentence. Elephant is the heaviest land animal. So here heaviest is describing elephant. So did you notice something? In these 3 sentences, we have used different forms of the same adjective. That is heavy. We have used heavy here, heavier here, and at last we have used heaviest. So why does the same adjective keeps changing its form? What is its use? So if you see clearly, in the first sentence, I have a heavy school bag. This adjective is telling the quality of the school bag, right? So here we use the positive form. Okay, I have a heavy school bag. In the next one, heavier, this word heavier is comparing 2 objects, and that is stone and tomatoes. So here heavier is comparing two things. So therefore it is the comparative degree of adjective. Last we have elephant is the heaviest land animal. Here heaviest is comparing elephant with all the land animals. So it is comparing one thing with many other things. So this is the superlative degree. So when we use adjectives as to describe qualities, we use them in degrees. If there is no comparison with any of the other things, we use the positive form. For example, in the first sentence, there was no comparing going on. I have a heavy school bag. They were just stating the quality of the school bag. They were not comparing it with anything other than any other thing. So we just use the positive form. In the next one, where we said the stone is heavier than tomatoes, here we are comparing two things, that is stone and tomatoes. So here we have used the comparative degree of adjective, that is heavier. In the last sentence, that is elephant is the heaviest land animal, we have used the superlative degree because we are comparing elephant with rest of the animals. We are comparing one thing with all the other things with more than two or three things. So here we have used superlative degree. So these are the degree of comparison of adjective. Now let's do a fun activity. So what do we have to do? They have given us positive form of adjectives and we have to write comparative degree and superlative degree. So the first one is big. So what is the comparative degree of big? Bigger. Just bigger. And the superlative degree is biggest. Biggest. Next we have tiny. Comparative degree of tiny is tinier. And the superlative degree is tiniest. Next we have beautiful. So the comparative degree of beautiful is more beautiful. And the superlative degree is most beautiful. Next we have good. Comparative degree of good is better. And the superlative degree is best. Good, better, best. Next we have slow. Comparative degree of slow is slower and superlative degree is slowest. Last we have young. So what will be the comparative degree? It is younger and the superlative degree is youngest. Okay. So today we learned about comparing. How do we use adjectives to compare things? So now what do you have to do? You have to make sentences with all these words given on the screen. So make sentences and then share it with me. We'll meet next time with a fun activity, poem or a story. Until then, bye-bye.